Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth J with an S, and I just wanted to do this video. It's Thursday, the 5th of March, and as you all know from my videos, I live in Nairobi, Kenya. One of the big things that are going on where I work, which is an international school, is that we have been really intensely working to develop a virtual learning environment for our students should the coronavirus outbreak reach Kenya, which according to the government has not yet reached Kenya. That's what I'll say about that. It just feels really intense right now, like the admin knows something and they're really pushing that we get on all of these platforms and practice with the students. It's just been super intense, and so I just wanted to shoot this. I've just come home from school, and I was actually supposed to go to a professional development tomorrow. I was supposed to fly to Mombasa, and in addition to the coronavirus situation, there's also been some terror threats, and the airport was listed as one of them, so I really was not super comfortable flying out tomorrow just for the day. So the school was really gracious and understanding, and they were okay with me canceling my attendance to the inset. So thankfully I don't have to do that, because I was feeling so stressed about having to get everything done with the virtual learning, set up the whole thing with all of my classes, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups that I would have to do all this organization with. I teach like middle school, what would be considered middle school in the US, and high school. And I just would not have been ready before tomorrow. So tomorrow will let me kind of finish everything up. But I just feel like we're being so rushed and pressured that something is around the corner. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to post that in preparation for whatever does happen, that I can continue with like a part 2. I don't know what other teachers whose schools have closed or are thinking of closing have used, but we are using Zoom for video conferencing, and we are using Google Classroom and the whole slew of Google Suite type situations. I have Google Hangouts groups created on Google Hangouts, and of course Google Classroom with the docs and the forms and all of those things, which I've used in the past. It's just getting all the kids set up, getting them all to log into their accounts, joining the Google Classroom. It's just been really stressful. And I mean, honestly, I hope nothing happens, and this has just been a whole lot of pressure and rush for not nothing, but I guess just a lot of preparation that was not necessary per se. Not that the preparation itself is not necessary. Preparation is necessary, but that in the end it wasn't. But I have a feeling that it will have been necessary. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to post my thoughts about that. I've been hearing like so many different things that I'm not going to discuss those different things. I just feel that things are going to happen really fast. Last weekend, my housemate and I, we just did like 2 months worth of grocery shopping, and we stocked up on things, and so we have all of that in the house as well, just so we're not going out to public places should the virus actually should it be revealed that the virus is actually here. So we won't be going to the malls and that kind of thing for shopping. Although I think that it will be a little challenging. You know, we do have to live our lives and things have to happen. We're actually moving the 1st of April. So, I mean, there's that. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of formulate my thoughts. Should this become something to maybe continue vlogging about? So I'm just going to leave it there, and I'll see you around for part 2. Hi friends, it's Saturday the 7th of March, and I just wanted to continue my saga of coronavirus in Kenya potentially. So basically on Friday in school we were told that we should tell the kids to take everything home with them just in case some sort of announcement was made by the government that formally that coronavirus was in Kenya. And so I think the idea is that if an announcement is made from the government, that school definitely will close at that point. So they were to take everything out of their lockers and just carry what they need to school on Monday if school is not closed. Because basically, once the announcement is made, school will close like with immediate effect, I'm assuming. At least that's the way it feels. So it's been a really stressful week. I had to cancel my professional development to make sure that all the students that I had were on board with Google Classroom and using Zoom for video conferencing and all of that. Anyway, it's done. But it just felt like I was basically running 2 schools in my brain. The one where I was physically present and teaching, which I had semi-planned for. And then the one where geared towards virtual. So it was really stressful, I have to say, to do that because you're working with the unknown, and I struggle with working with the unknown. So anyway, as of right now, Saturday morning, we are going to be in school on Monday, but I have to plan for the eventuality. So basically I have to do 2 sets of lesson plans. And so yeah, that's going to be great. So that's what I'm going to be working on a little bit later today. I already have an idea of what I'll be doing going forward if we're in school. So that I have the general outline for that. It's just there's going to be a lot more planning that I would need to do with this Google Classroom situation. Making sure that what I give is appropriate for the lesson time within the time period. The students doing the work, well, I mean, if they don't, what can I do? Nothing. That's their parents' issue. They're paying for school, so yeah. Anyway, it'll be an interesting learning curve. That's all I have to say. Knowing the students, you know how teenagers are. They try to work their way out of anything if they can at all avoid it. So anyway, we've really just been stressing that it will not be a holiday. School is school, whether you're at home or at school. So yeah, I'm feeling a little better about just the whole idea, I guess, now that I've actually finished my preparation with the students. They've all done everything. I've spoken to all of them about the process of what I'll be doing. I'm really just hopeful that we have school next week. I had laboratories planned for my exam students so they could have one last practice in the coming weeks. So I'm really hopeful that they'll be able to do that. If not, I'll be super disappointed because I really think they need to have that one more practice. But hey, life is what it is. I don't know how they'll do a practical exam if schools are closed, but I guess the exam boards will figure that out. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I guess the next thing you'll see is if there's an announcement and reaction and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to put a little update on that, tag it on to this. So I'll just make like a compilation video. It'll all be like back to back to back to back. The saga continues. Hey everyone, it's Friday the 13th of March, and right now it is 4 p.m. In follow-up to my previous segments, the Ministry of Health of Kenya today announced on Twitter, of all places, maybe they're trying to emulate a certain president, that there is one case of coronavirus in Kenya. Apparently, this young lady who is a student was in the U.S., she's Kenyan, she was in the U.S., traveled through London, and arrived in Nairobi on March 5th, and so has obviously been tested somehow and found positive for the virus. So the kids were in a bit of an uproar at school today, kind of wanting to know what's going to happen. And of course, I don't know. But the main thing that I stressed to them was that, in all honesty, they should not be living in fear, because fear paralyzes. And I think there's been quite a lot of fear-mongering in the news. The reality of the situation is that many more people died from SARS. And most people who get the COVID-19 are sick with colds, and then they get better. And most of them don't even go to the doctor. So the reality is that it's probably been in Kenya for a while, and most people probably are unable to afford any type of testing. They just go to the chemist, they get some medicine to deal with the fever and the headache and the coughing, and go about their business and go about their lives. The likelihood of someone dying, such as myself, for example, from this virus is extremely slim compared to the possibility of me being struck by an oncoming vehicle and dying from that type of road accident, particularly where I live. So just basically stressing to the students that, of course, we need to be aware and we need to be wise, but we don't need to be fearful. So I'm not really sure what else is happening. I've just come home from school, and all our sporting events for the weekend have been canceled. But as far as I know, at this point, school will still be in session in the school building on Monday, which is what I'm hoping for. I honestly really do not want to do this wrong V, this virtual school situation. Not that I can't. I mean, I can use all the platforms. I'm well versed with Google Classroom. I've been practicing with the students. We've been doing Zoom practicing with Zoom, which is the video platform, which not so keen on video platform, but okay, that's what they're asking me to do. I will take attendance on Zoom, give them their lessons, and go about my work. I just feel that the prep work for virtual school is quite a bit more than the prep work that I would have for regular school. That's just my personal feeling on the situation. In all honesty, excuse me, just swallowed wrong. In all honesty, I feel that we have 2 weeks left to the term. I just really want all of next week to be in school. If we have to close 1 week early, that's fine, because basically it would just be a 3-day school week. Because the last 2 days are sporting fixtures, like inter-house sporting things, parent consultations, which I can do on Zoom. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, so it would just be 3 days of online learning, and then we would actually just close for our Easter break. So I really am hoping that that will be the case. So I just wanted to continue in my little video series. Coming home, everyone's doing their daily lives. I mean, in all honesty, the Minister for Health said he cannot he cannot quarantine a whole country. It's just impossible. People have to live, people have to make money. There's a huge population of people who live in Nairobi who go out and work every day to put dinner on the table that day. So if we're telling them that they can't do that, then they cannot feed their families. So it's a bit unrealistic for this type of situation. I think it's just important to be hygienic and to be careful about where you're going and what you're doing and continue with your life. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. So, yeah, I'm going to post my 3 segments now that coronavirus is here, and I'll keep you posted on what's happening. Hey guys, sorry for the lighting. It's 10:55 on Sunday, March 15th, and the government of Kenya has just announced that schools will be closed from tomorrow. So we're going to virtual school starting tomorrow, which I had planned the entire week as like physical classes, so now I have to quickly do something. Yeah, so I'm going to upload the video as is with these 4 segments, and yeah, keep you posted.